Hello, friends. I have super exciting news. Exciting. Jazz hands. Okay, wait, jazz hands. Jazz hands. Okay, I have super exciting news. My cantilever light, now I can't remember what it's called. The word cantilever is in there and it's cool. And it doesn't wobble, so this is exciting. And hopefully this is all gonna be great. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna grab a handy dandy little, you can see a little bit of the glare from the light right there, but I won't have a glass surface.
Hello. Hello. Just saying hello.
Hello, P Moose, how are you?
I'm fine. You forgot to say your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, this is Wendy. Jazz hands, right? This is Wendy from the Paper Moose. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, okay?
Good job. Thank you.
Okay, he's gone. Alrighty, so this is one of the things that I like to do when I am making a layout. Do you see it? That is 6 inches. So this is going to be a 6-inch square. And my paper is 12 by 12. So that means that I would double anything that I want to do. Now, if I don't know if you remember or if you were even following me way back the other day when I was doing this, I have 3 photos here. Okay, that I'm going to do on this paper. And I made this paper. It was a white piece of paper, and I colored it and watered it and inked it. And so if you did not see that, it is on part 1 of the Disney Vintage layout tutorial. Anyway, so here I have this, and I'm thinking I'm going to use this picture right there in the center. And that means, so I'm going to see how big these are. They are approximately, so they're approximately 2 by 2, which is what I am going to cut them as. So I'm going to cut 2 by 2 squares out of these two pictures. Okay. And I'm trying to get the best, prettiest parts of these 2 photos. I will be back. I decided to do 2.5 by 2.5 because I wanted to. And I just want to mention what this is. This is on Pinterest, and it actually happens to be a digital layout. I'm not going to make a digital layout. I'm making an old-fashioned paper layout, but I often get my inspiration from digitals. And this is by Katie Parrott Design, Parrott.com. Katie Parrott Design.com. And I'm probably gonna call this Awesome Autumn. I like the awesome on there. I say awesome probably too much, but anyway, so I'm gonna move this out of the way, and I'm gonna set my pictures down. Now, when you water, you know, you spritz your paper with water, it does roll up. I just didn't do it because I was working on that other layout, but I often put it under big heavy books. Sometimes I tape it down. I'm just gonna live with it right now. So on this sample picture on my inspiration page, we have 3 pictures on the side. And that one was not cut right. I'll be back. But so there is, over here, there's a strip. And then she has like journaling at the bottom. The one photo is right in the middle. And there's a strip that goes all the way across. So the first thing, oh, and then there is a larger piece of paper that kind of goes around, and another strip that comes down. I may or may not use every bit of it. This is just inspiration. This is not, I'm not going to follow this exactly the way they have it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go and get some paper to, out of my massive quantities of drawers, and find a few to audition, and then we will try them right on this page and see how I like them with my photos, because that's the next step that I do. Okay, so I grabbed a few pieces of paper, and I probably will be going through my stash again. First, I found this. It's already been matted, and I'm probably, well, I'll show you in a minute what I do, but I'm probably going to cut out the center so I don't use up all the paper. I don't really know why I do that, because I clearly have a lot of paper, but there's something about throwing away paper that just, you know, bothers me. When I very first started scrapbooking, I had a really hard time tossing or cutting my paper. Oh dear. So this one, see, I'll put it down there. It looks way too much like that, so there's not enough contrast. So that isn't going to happen. Let's see how I like it this way. Not really. That one is way too close. So, but I didn't like to cut up my paper. Now I cut it up all the time. But, this one, the inspiration page actually had like some numbers or something behind it, words or numbers. Again, I need to probably go back to the drawing board and find different pages, because these are all going to be too, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to call that a maybe. So I'm not going to throw this one back in my box. Let's try this one. All of these papers are from my stash. I used to, okay, this was years ago. I used to work at a scrapbooking store. And at the end of the month, basically, my employer would say, do you want me to how do you want your payment? And I said, just put it on my tab and I'll pay off the rest. So I didn't make any money working in a scrapbooking store. I kind of like this one too. So that's also a maybe. And this one I would cut up and just use the diagonals. Or not. I don't know. I forget how, well, I think it goes like that. And that goes like that. And this goes like that. That's the winner. Well, I'm going to do some cutting and see how I feel about that. And just again, as an example, or just a reminder that when you see an inspirational layout, going out and buying the exact same thing that the people had on it is sometimes not practical, because they used it from their stash and it's really old and you can't get it anymore. Or they bought it in Europe and you live in the US and you can't get it. Or you live in Australia and you can't get what people get in the US, or, you know. And so it is important to remember that what you really want to do is find something that complements your pictures and just use the page that you're looking at as inspiration, and not that you have to copy it exactly. And I really think I like this one. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do before I do it. So I am going to back this picture. This is an off-white. I'm not sure you can get it anymore. It's close to my heart, and it's called Colonial White. So I'm going to back that and tape that down. I'm also going to use my inks to go around the outside of this. So it pops and shows up. I might pull out this color here. Okay. I'm also going to back all of these with some more of this off-white. You could use cream or ivory, you know, and it's what goes with your page and what goes with your pictures. And then I'm going to ink this paper, maybe with, see that color right there? Looks an awful lot like the crackling campfire that I used before, but I might pull out this instead. I might put the crackling campfire on first and then go darker. Might even go dark brown. So I'm going to do this on time-lapse photography, and I will talk to you after I get this much done. So this piece right there in the back, that's going to be this piece here. This is the main piece. So we have a tag that will come out here. We have a little tab that I want to put there. And then they have a doily here. So I am thinking about doing that. I'm going to start looking for tags and stuff to put here and here. Then there looks like there's a little something in the tag, and then of course some embellishments. First of all, I'm going to show you, I have this bigger envelope. It's bigger than the ones that I showed in episode 2 of the Vintage Disney. This one holds, it's also magnets. This is what I did to begin with. I bought these very expensive craft magnets before I found out that the heating register magnets, you know, that you put on the registers on your floor so that you don't have too much heat or too much air conditioning coming into a room, or way cheaper and so much better to use. But I have these envelopes, and I think they came like 25 envelopes to a pack, so I use them. And I'm going to use, I think, this tag. This is Tim Holtz. It's a very old Tim Holtz, but it might be still something that you can get because people use tags all the time. And so let's see, I'm kind of looking at that while I'm doing this, and I do believe this is going to be the perfect size. They did a light colored, although I don't want it to, although theirs really did kind of disappear right into it, but I think I'm going to pick a different color. So I'm going to look for colors for that. And then they do have a little tag here, and I could put, I still think I'm going to do Awesome Autumn. So I might find some paper with an interesting little design. What do they have on here? It says Glorious. Okay. And then it also has over here, and I might move things over. Now my layout, because my pictures are probably all larger than what they really used, you know, their layout's more condensed with lots of white space on the outside. I like to use my space, and I also, my photographs are the star of my layout, not my artwork. So although I do consider this art, I still don't feel that my artwork is the star. I feel that the photographs are the star. So I'm going to find a doily that I like and some paper that I like, and I'll be back. I have my stamps as well as my die cuts. I have them separated into different genres, and this one is the genre of lace. This is one of my absolute favorite lace ones, and I could like cut a circle. I could do the whole thing even though it's a square. I could cut a circle and have that sticking out there. So that is a possibility. Bubbles, no. This is a doily. This is another doily. Oh, I kind of like this doily. So this doily is Tim Holtz. This doily is not. But I stuck them both in the same envelope. So let's see. So this doily is going to look old and vintage, which is something I might like. And it might be the right size. This doily is not going to look old and vintage, but I actually like the size of that better. So I like how much space that takes up better, because there's going to be some tags sticking out here, little something somethings sticking out there. So I do like, so this one is a definite candidate. Okay, no on the bubbles. Let's see. I'm already going to just say no. And that is, okay, so there's Doodle Art 1 and Doodle Art 2. These are two of my absolute favorite dies. But I still don't think I'm going to do that. I don't want a little edge. This is also Tim Holtz. The Doodle Arts are Tim Holtz also. This is called Crochet. And it's just a little edge, which maybe, that's a maybe, but for right now I'm just going to do that. These are all, I have no idea. I mean, I know I got them on Amazon. I think the purple ones are, I can't even think of the name of the company. Oh, I apologize. Huh. That kind of looks good. It's very open and lacy, and I was going to do it in a dark brown. So that might be a winner. Okay, so I'm going to do that and then do this. I can see the design a little better this way. Oh. I almost want to say, what do you think? But I'll be done with this long before you'll see it. Wow. Okay, so that's a good possibility. No. So that's a no. And there's multiple layers of these. I know I got this on Amazon. And this again is too small. Maybe not. Okay, let me look at this. I really kind of, all right, so these ones are going to go back in here. These are going to be way too small. I have a whole bunch of them in here. These are all mandalas. And it's Sizzix, but it's Lori Whitlock, not Tim Holtz. And this, I don't know where. I mean, I usually get stuff on Amazon, so most of these are something I got on Amazon. But those are all too small for what I am trying to do. All right, well, I might have to cut both of those that I really like out of brown. And then see which one I like better. So I think it was in the first video, very first video that I did, which is just like 3 videos ago. I talked about needing to like the process. I listened to a interview with Tim Burton and the animators that made Nightmare Before Christmas. And they basically said, So somebody said, you know, because it's very tedious work. You move an arm just a teeny bit, and then you move an arm just a teeny bit, and you move the head just a tiny, tiny bit. You move the leg just a tiny bit. And you spend hours and hours and hours with those claymation animation pieces, moving them just like one frame of photography at a time. And they said something about, you know, that's so tedious, how do you even stand it? And basically the animator was saying, you know, you have to enjoy it. You just have to enjoy it. So things like this, where you are poking out little bits of stuff, you know, there really is no fast way. I've seen some little tools and gadgets that, you know, you can use, but they don't really work great. You still have to go in with a little picky tool. I have had this, oh, let's see, probably 20 years, you know, just like everything else. These kinds of tools last forever. And look how nice and delicate it is. I'm not even sure I've had this for a while, and I'm not sure I've ever die cut it. So this is a first. It's important to do things like that. I buy way too many things that then I don't, if I don't use, sometimes if I don't use it right away, I might forget that I have it. So I organized all of my dies, and this was just recently. And I put little tabs that said what they were. And it's been since I moved here to Utah, and I haven't even been here 3 years yet. And I put little tabs as to what they are, and I put them in little sections. And now I pull out the whole section. So if I have a section that's called Halloween, I pull out all of my Halloween dies and look at that. And this section, as I said, was all lace. And I had not seen this one in a while, because I always look at the other side of the package and go, oh, do I either want that one or not? And I haven't pulled that one out in a while. I used to use it all the time, and I like it. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it anymore. It's just, you know, then you buy new stuff and you want to use your new stuff, and old stuff gets forgotten. So I now try to pull out the whole section and go through them and look at them. So that's probably a really wise thing to do. You know, look at this. You guys are helping me be better at my crafting. By the way, I don't just do scrapbook pages, but I had started this one because I was showing how I basically start when I do a page that starts with a white piece of paper. And I'm working on a little golden book, scrapbook journal thing, memory book for one of my sons. His birthday was in, let's see. It's September and his birthday was in May. I probably didn't even start it until June, but I told him I was going to do it. And he's looked at it. In fact, I asked him as I was making it, what do you want me to do and how do you want me to do it? And so now all of the pages are actually done. I've already scrapped all the pages, and it's all ready to be made into a book. And I'm a little nervous about that. I've kind of figured out how I'm going to do it. But it's in a little golden book that's been taken apart, and now I have to put it back together with all of the pages that I'm adding. And so that's something that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to make another little golden book. I found a golden book. So the one I'm doing for my son, I did buy the book on Amazon. It was not bad. It seems like the most expensive ones that I find on Amazon are like $6. Of course, you find them at the thrift store for 50 cents or 25 cents or something. but those are old and these are brand new. And I found one on Amazon that it was something about, I'll have to pull it out sometime and show it to you. But it's kittens and painting, and it was something that I looked at when I was a little girl, and I saw it and I jumped up and down. I probably did jump up and down because I have all these pictures of Hedwig. And to be honest, and I absolutely love and adore her, she's special to me. But I don't really want to make a whole bunch of 12 by 12 pages of Hedwig. I just want to throw them all in a book. And only the best pictures, of course. And so I decided I'm going to do a little golden book of Hedwig. And, you know, all the extra pictures that I don't use. The really good pictures that I have of her, you know, like the ones I just barely finished up, the ones where she's with Mickey. And I enjoyed that layout. So I'm almost done, but I have enough pictures of Hedwig because she was brand new. She was a new kitten. She was born in 2017. And I have enough pictures of her to do a whole big photo album of her. And I just thought, you know, I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to make this little golden book. And I'm going to leave journaling spaces so I can talk about her, you know, write about her and journal about her. And everything. So, but I have not started that project yet, but I have the little golden book. Oh my gosh, I have a stack of them. I have a stack of little golden books, which I'm really excited about. So, but so I do that. I have Christmas cards that I'm working on. I have not worked on them since Christmas in July. And now it's September, and I better finish those little suckers up. And I will do that in a video and show you what I've already done and then finish them up on camera with y'all. And so there's that project that I need to do. Well, I got those done. I think this is the last thing I'm going to do in this particular video is to decide which of these doilies I'm going to use. I still need to make a number of little embellishments, so the next video will be all about making some embellishments. As I drop stuff. Oh well. So now I need to decide which of these I like best. Let's see. So there's that. I'm almost, I love this one. And it's not a problem that I made it and not going to use it because I will use it. I will put it in with the doily. That one does it for me. That one really does. I mean, I love this though. Isn't that beautiful? And I will put it in with the envelope that it's in. I have one more thing I'm going to do before I sign off. Where are my scissors? I think P Moose is hiding them. Not really. I do this. I talked about needing backups. Well, I need a pair of backup scissors because I spend a lot of time looking for my scissors and I'm not sure why. I've got a whole pile of stuff over here. I have another pair of scissors. I will use my not favorite scissors. These used to be favorite scissors. They are now not favorite scissors. I found this little bit as I was going through papers trying to decide what I wanted to, that's not straight, okay. What I wanted to use for a tag, and I found this little tag just sitting here on this piece of paper, and I went, oh, I want it. This is what I want. I want this tag. I want this tag, and I want to put it right up here because it takes with the blue. I'm probably gonna get my blue out dark blue. And I'll ink around the outside of it. This is a teeny tiny map of North Carolina because that's where these pictures were taken. And I'll put NC there, or I'll write North Carolina or something. I'm going to think about it. I mentioned in a previous video that I do like to step away from my layout. Sometimes I just step away for a couple of hours or even 15-20 minutes, and sometimes I step away for a day or two. But I like what I have so far. I like this. And if you wanted a really super simple layout, this would be a good ending. However, you know, and then you could write awesome autumn in handwriting if you like your handwriting, which I don't, but sometimes I do that anyway. But I do want to put, they have some like tickets and tags and stuff. We're going to make those. And then there was something with pumpkins, and so I don't know if I'm going to do pumpkins since there's no pumpkins in the photos, but I have all kinds of autumn leaf type die cuts that I will use. Oh, and I'll even use a brand new one that is definitely out there that you can rush out and buy. It's probably my favorite leaf right now, and I've used it many, many times, but I'll keep using it because I love it. So that is what we can look forward to tomorrow, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video, okay? Thank you. Bye.